First of all, I'm thrilled to finish a game. Especially thrilled to finish a game here. The last time I was here, I conked out like I did the other night against Clemson. That was the last time I'd had an attack 3 years ago. But several things, I think just our scoring inside and our rebounding the basketball was the biggest part of the game. They cut it to 12 or 13 or 14, whatever it was at one time, and we went on a nice run at that point. I was frustrated because we weren't getting picked up defensively, and then I was very frustrated at the end of the game. Shouldn't make 3 turnovers in the last 2 minutes. I don't care who's in the game, but really proud of our team, first team in North Carolina anyway, to go 9-0 in a row on the ACC, and I think that's a fantastic accomplishment. It's not one of our goals at the start of the season because we set long-term goals, short-term goals, and we talk about being competitive at home and the road, but we never talk about our record. But still, I thought that was something good. You look down there, you have 5 guys in double figures, and you like that. But we were going up and down, and the game was easy, and then we started slopping it up and that kind of thing. But we can make it look real good. We can make it look a little ugly. And tonight we did a little bit of that, but for the most part, we played really well. They got off to a huge start. I think Kai made his first 2 or 3 threes and hit us right in the mouth. But I think after that we did a better job of guarding him. I thought Kobe really made him work for his shots. You can't stop Kai, but he ended up 23. So our goal is always to try to just see if we can cut down on this percentage. But great win, backboards and stuff in the paint was big for us.
What were the 3 things on the board?
I never tell the press what I write up. I may give you one if it brings up another point, but it's we really wanted to make sure that we gave the defense a chance to make a mistake by moving the ball and getting good shots, but it's probably the thing we did the poorest.
Luke may have finished with 20 rebounds, obviously a great rebounder, tons of double-doubles in his career. What makes him such a good rebounder?
Well, I told him in there it was his 18th rebound is after when he shot, he got it blocked and got it back, so that one shouldn't count. But I thought Luke was very aggressive. I thought he was getting all over the boards. I thought for a while he was the only one. I mean, I looked down there and Garrison had 5, Cam had 12, Kenny had 4, so he did get some help. But I thought for a while that Luke was getting every defensive rebound, but he was really good for us.
Well, when you look back over where you all were from Louisville, what do you think is the biggest difference?
Well, I think Louisville game, as I said that night, I think they were much more aggressive, much more assertive, much more into the game than we were. I don't know why. I've said before I majored in health and physical education because I thought that's what you should do to be a coach. If I had to do over again, I'd major in psychology. And if I could learn how to stop that kind of crap from happening, we wouldn't have those games. But that game, Louisville was just so much more intense and had better intentions than we did. I think it hit us right in the mouth, and perhaps it's helped us some too.
So following up on that a little bit, when I saw you guys in November, December, a few times, Texas, Kentucky, and Chicago, what's been the biggest, obviously teams changed over the year, but what's been the biggest difference in this team now and then?
Well, we've gotten better defensively, and at times tonight I thought we really were effective trying to keep them from getting into the lane with Kai and Chapman. Both of them can shoot so well, and so I think number one, I'd say we're getting better. We've gotten better defensively. The teams we were lost to were pretty good teams though too. I mean, at Texas, for example, we had a shot to tie at the very end. Kentucky, they were another game, sort of like Louisville, that they had much more aggression in that game than we do. They were into it more than we were. But games that we've lost have been to pretty good teams, but I do think throughout the course of the year that our team has gotten better.
Take 2 or 3 more.
Can you?
Yes.
How are you guys able to play so well on the road this season? You just said you guys are undefeated.
Well, I take pride in talking to them that I go back to the movie Hoosiers. I tell them, every goal is supposed to be 10 feet, 15 feet from the foul line, and let's take pride in trying to go into somebody else's home and playing well. And we talk about that all the time. Probably should have talked about protecting our home court a little more this year than I did because we lost there. But I've always felt like that you can win. If you're a good basketball team, you should win on the road because that just means more concentration. You go back and look at our teams early here, but also go back and look at our teams at Kansas. I guarantee our record on the road is better than anybody else's. And I think because I can get the kids to believe what I believe.
When you look at,
you were talking about just kind of keeping an eye on defense, but how are you able to kind of make sure that
You did most of the game. You still got.
I'm sorry, I missed the first part of your
When
question.
Kai
Bowman, yeah.
You were talking about keeping out of paint, but how were you able to ensure that you did most of the damage from the outside? And then how does that change? when he's in?
Well, you know, we didn't get it picked up. Early, he made the two, was it 2 or 3 that he made early? Three, all right, so that sort of slaps you right in the face, that you better go get him, but at the same time, he is so dangerous, penetrating, getting his own shot and making plays for other people. So we're trying to shrink the floor a little bit and try to get some help on his drives, and then, he's the only one that know, but, I think Kobe did a nice job of staying in front of him and making it a little more difficult. He made 2 more, or at least 1 more there at the end, because he just competes the whole game. You know, I wish he had stuck with his football commitment to North Carolina, because I told him I was gonna let him play basketball too.
One last
what
quick question.
part of Cam's game, of all the different things that have made him sort of a well-rounded player, has been the most important for you guys as you've been on this run?
It depends, you know, some games like today, he rebounded the ball for us. He came up with, one time, we hedged out hard on the big guy, and Kobe got there, but the big guy's rolling. Cam came across and got the steal, so he's gotten better defensively. You can always say that his ability to shoot the ball in the basket has been huge for us, but he's rebounded us, helped us in some games, and his defense has helped us too. I think he's gotten much better all-around player.
Thanks, Coach. Couple
Thanks,
quick
Coach.
things. So it's the